Let me tell you about something that happened to me when I was visiting my grandmother on the Navajo reservation last winter. You know, growing up hearing stories about skinwalkers. I always thought they were just tales to keep kids from wandering off at night. But what I experienced, well, it changed everything I thought I knew. It was around midnight, and I was driving back from the nearest town, about 40 miles away. The reservation roads are dark, really dark. No streetlights, just endless stars above and my headlights cutting through the darkness. The radio had long since turned to static, so it was just me and the sound of tires on asphalt. That's when I saw it. At first, I thought it was a coyote, standing upright by the side of the road. But as I got closer, something felt wrong. It was too tall, maybe 6 feet, and its proportions were all wrong. When my headlights hit it, it turned to look at me, and I swear, its eyes reflected red. Not the usual animal eye shine, but a deep blood red. Here's the thing about skinwalkers that my grandmother always told me. They're not just some random monster. They're medicine men who've chosen to walk a dark path, using their power to harm others. They can take the form of any animal they want, but there's always something off about their appearance. I hit the gas, but in my rearview mirror, I saw it start to run. Not like an animal runs, but in this bizarre, jerky way that made my skin crawl. It was keeping pace with my truck even at 60 miles per hour. My hands were shaking so bad. I could barely keep the wheel straight. Then it happened. The thing actually started to change shape as it ran. One moment, it looked like a coyote-man hybrid. The next, it was more like a deer, but wrong, twisted. I've never pressed my gas pedal so hard in my life. The next morning, I told my grandmother what happened. She didn't seem surprised. She just nodded and burned some sage, saying prayers in Diné. She told me I was lucky. Many people who encounter skinwalkers don't live to tell about it. You know what's really unsettling? Since that night, I've talked to other people on the reservation who've had similar experiences on that same stretch of road. Each story is different, but they all have that same feeling of wrongness, that same sense of something that shouldn't exist crossing paths with our world. So next time you're driving through the reservation at night and you see something by the road that doesn't look quite right, don't slow down, don't stop, and whatever you do, don't look it in the eyes. Because once a skinwalker notices you, they say it never really forgets.